Yo, how's it going, everyone? It is that time. Once again, we are back for the Dokkan early stream.
All right,
and yeah, Dokkan posted a hint for the next Dokkan Fest, and as usual, it is as vague and confusing. It's just the picture of a sun on a cliff. So okay, it's so warm already. Apparently it's going to get up to like 34. Oh yeah, the game volume is loud because of the playing the Xbox yesterday. Pretty sure it's perfect sell. Yeah, Christopher. Should try High on Life sometime. Yeah, I have to remember to change it back from the Xbox when I do the
let's do this
thing, because it's the Elgato setting. But yeah, thanks. Where did I put my coffee? There we go. It's hiding behind my water bottle. It's a game. I did guess it was a game. I can't say I've heard of it. People going mad about there being another TUR Kid Buu instead of an LR. Yeah. Could be a Cell Saga reference. I mean, this is one of those things. I have said this before, like, but I don't like the hints that are like so vague that it's like, this could be anything. People have posted pictures of like the cliff that Piccolo leaves Kid Gohan on in the wilderness to train. What are some of the other comments on here? Dr. Pritch saying gives me end of GT Goku vibes. Someone posted the cliff, the thing of like Goku and Vegeta stood on the cliffs in like that classic pose from like the Saiyan Saga. Kid Buu. A couple of people posting Kid Buu. Brilliant. Metal Cooler. The metal cooler's on top of the cliff. First form Cell on top of a cliff looking down at Piccolo. Frieza levitating a thing. Final form Cooler kicking Goku into the side of a cliff. Like there's just like people are just guessing like anything that has a cliff in the background or something. We did see some gameplay. Second game that came out recently. Okay. You know, if you see it, Google it. Oh yeah, because the guns are like alive, aren't they? They're like talk and stuff. Someone said metal cooler, but Namek does not have a blue sky. Yeah, the content that's dropping today is in like 54 minutes. But yeah, people would actually go insane if it was Kid Buu as a TUR. I mean, the TUR could be something else from the Buu thing, and then the Part 2 LR could finally be LR Kid Buu. Yeah, Massive G. How's everyone doing today? I tweeted you the pic of the cell. Oh yeah, it's like the cell looking up like sideways. Oh yeah, okay, I see it. Yeah, so if we like copy the picture. And then paste that picture next to it. Yeah, so like here's a tweet. I've made a tweet of like putting the two pictures side by side. But yeah, that's the picture they posted next to a picture of Cell. Yeah, where is that? I did have a quick look on the Discord and then I didn't see where it was. It's in the Misk Fan Creations is probably where it is, isn't it? Yeah. Feels like it would be pretty crazy. Starts off with 90% and then gets... so as soon as he does like 2 supers in the first turn, he's just completely invincible. Which I think he basically does do anyway. But yeah, as we talked about yesterday, before the content comes out in like 50 minutes... We're going to work on the concept for our reversible exchange Tapion and Goku. So... Fortunately, I didn't realize that as I shut down my computer, I had that Tapion and Minocha like concept, Tapion and Super Sentai Goku concept thing open. But fortunately, when you go back, it's it already saved like the things that we've made so far. I had to keep his identity as a slot 1 god because that's what EZA should do. Yeah, exactly. The EZA should take like what the character was already essentially designed for and make them better at it. And then I kind of also like what they did with the physical God Goku, where like giving him, you know, he's not going to be the slot 1 for the team anymore because Realm of Gods has so many slot 1s. So then they also gave him a bunch of like, well, if you put him in slot 3, then he also does this, which I think is cool. Get a link from the weekly orb stage, I'll take that. I'm not far off of ranking up now as well, and I've got my boosts for the day, so... But then I can just farm this, like, farm the quest mode while we're doing the thing. Concept. Right, so anyway, let's get started. So we got... This is where we got to. Which is basically... Which I say this is where we got to. Which is basically just putting the arts on. Putting the links and the categories on. So this unit has 21 categories. Because he basically just has all the categories of Tech, Tapion, and STR Dragon Fist Goku. So 21 categories. And then obviously Tapion just has the same links that Tech Tapion has. And the Goku just has the same links that the STR Dragon Fist Goku has. So the most important thing that we need to start off with, well, I renamed their super attacks as well, but I didn't change the super attack effects because remember these are just built off of the Gohan and Gamma 1 exchange so far, just so we had a template for a reversible exchange character. So first things first is the leader skill. So this is something that we talked about a little bit yesterday, but I feel like movie heroes is probably one of the things that they should have. But then we said about like we could give them 3 categories. One of them could be like a Tapion one and one of them could be a Goku one. Now it depends what we want those to be. Because obviously I'm not going to make it, I don't want to make it something super OP. So like the Goku one can't really be like pure Saiyans, right? Because we've gotten a bunch of pure Saiyans leads recently, and pure Saiyans is like way too big of a thing. Storied figures feels like a good one because of Kid Buu. Because of Tapion's one, because of other characters that are on storied figures. The big question though is to work out like who would get the full leader skill if we're going to make the extra ones as well. So storied figures I think is a good one for Tapion. Super Saiyan 3 is a really bad one just because of how many. Like Super Saiyan 3 is just such a terribly non-existent category now. Anything that's like Super Saiyan 3 related should be like Power Beyond Super Saiyan instead potentially. Siblings Bond would be good because it would have like the Gohans and stuff on it, and then if we made one of the extra 30% Goku family, because then the extra hang on, because if we do Siblings Bond, storied figures could be one of the plus 30, so it gives it to all the Tapions and stuff. But then if we do Goku family as one of the plus, then Siblings Bond plus Goku family, that'd be all the Gohans and like Gotens. Well, from like the Buu Saga onwards. But it would also be then Siblings Bond and storied figures, so it'd be all the Tapions. And we'd have Banner Unit Minosha from this as well. So Goku family can be one of the plus 30% or plus 50%. So do we want to have... We could either have Power Beyond Super Saiyan, or I don't know if is that too much? Is that too all-encompassing? Because then if they have Power Beyond Super Saiyan and Goku family, then it means the team, you can just fill the team with stuff like Daima Goku and all these other characters that are already in these ridiculous things. Power of Wishes. I mean, they are on Power of Wishes. They did use the Dragon Balls in the movie. Yeah, that is true. I'm trying to think though, because then there's like not a lot of Gokus that would necessarily be on the team if it was like Power of Wishes and then Goku Family. Maybe Final Trump card because of the Dragon Fist. Or Full Power. Maybe Full Power because of the Dragon Fist. Because what other... let me have a quick look at what... let's have a look. I'm going to look in the game. But what's... if I do character list... Full Power and Goku Family. Okay, because then, yeah, we've got UI Daima Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, Beast Gohan, Super Saiyan 4 when he gets his EZA, the Int 1, 23rd World Tournament Goku, Physical Alt-Han, Namek Tech Birdku when he gets his EZA. So yeah, maybe Full Power. A second Full Power. Yeah, Goku is absolutely going to have Dragon Fist active skill, don't worry. Yeah, so Full Power. And then plus 30% for storied figures. Goku, is it Goku's family or Goku family? I always forget how they, what it's actually called in the game. Goku's family. We're not looking at concepts for like right now, but we're just making our own concept for a Tapion and Super Saiyan 3 Goku that I'm then gonna put into, make into a video later. But yeah, they posted a teaser for today of a picture of the side of a mountain, which isn't exactly the biggest hint, but you know. Right, so story figures, Goku family. I mean, does he have to have 3 plus 50%? He's a filler Dokkan Fest, so I feel like he probably wouldn't. Obviously, the more categories you put in the leader skill, the better they are, but he is supposed to be like a filler Dokkan Fest, so... so yeah, maybe we just get rid of... I put off. Or... Power Build Super Saiyan is too much. Yeah, exactly. We don't want it to be like so massively... like, you still want it to be a good leader skill. Because yeah, now with the siblings bond and Goku family and Full Power and Goku family, there's a lot of Gokus and Gohans and Gotens and stuff on here. And then siblings bond and story figures means obviously all the Tapions, the Minoshas, all that kind of stuff would be on there. And then also remember Movie Heroes is still part of the thing as well. So every Movie Heroes Goku family figure character would be on there. So overall, I think it's a pretty good leader skill. I mean, I can go ahead and check the, let me go to like the leader skill checker thing, and then we can see like, so custom leader skill, so primary categories, Movie Heroes, siblings bond, and then Full Power. And then secondary categories, story figures, and Goku family. We can literally look up a list of like who all the characters on the full leader skill would be. So yeah, there's the so yeah, that's just the first page, but yeah, these are all the characters that would be on the full leader skill. So God Goku's on there, UI's on there, Daima Goku, the Gohans, Super Saiyan 2 Gohans, Gohan, Goten and Trunks, the Blue Goku, Kid Goku. Yeah, so there's a lot of decent characters on here. This guy, when he gets his Easy A, would obviously hopefully be good. This guy would be getting an Easy A in the celebration. This guy's Easy A won't be super far off. Birdcoo's on there. Tapion and Minosha Easy A would be in this celebration, and maybe even this guy Super Easy A. Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku should be here as well. There he is. Because yeah, we talked about his potential Super Easy A for this celebration as well. So yeah, good, pretty good leader skill overall, I would say. Hey Raven, how's it going? Yeah, so that team would be pretty good. Okay, so super attack. I changed the super attack name to just the name of what a normal Tapion thing is. I feel like him stacking defense as Tapion is probably pretty good. That's the part of the card that he starts out as. Okay, so this is literally what the AGL Gohan's super attack is. But I almost feel like we could just kind of leave that. I like the fact as well that his passive is like, he has guard and then 10% damage reduction. But obviously the whole point is then Gohan for 5 turns gets a bunch of extra damage reduction. Is Kid Trunks on there? I guess technically not, but I mean realistically there's what, one free to play Kid Trunks from the No, I thought maybe that would be too much if he had the temporary transformation into Hirudegarn, because he already reverse exchanges into Goku, who's going to have the Dragon Fist. My thought was, because you can change the names of them, I'd already put in his active skill. I figured his active skill could be like him, sort of like Tapion and Minosha's one. His active skill could be him playing the Ocarina and giving you like a buff. And then Goku's is like the Dragon Fist, so you can either get a buff or you can get the crazy all-out damage Dragon Fist with Goku. It's funny because this Gohan is actually like the perfect this Gohan is like the perfect base for this Tapion, because this is almost exactly like the kind of effect that I would want him to do as well. That's pretty good. We'll put that in. Maybe we don't need to put Tapion specifically. Made all allies immune to negative effects for 1 turn. Yes, that would actually be very good, because getting rid of status effects is cool, but making characters actually immune to them is much better. So where is it? So recovers, I think recovers HP is probably still also good. You could do like a little bit of HP, because then the restriction doesn't have to be that low. But then we don't want you to be able to use it like straight away. And it recovers 30% HP and allies. I need to check the wording of what... No, just doing this for fun. There's nothing... Tapion is not confirmed, but... I just need to double check the wording of what supervillain Vegeta's thing is, because he's immune to status effects when he transforms. Because obviously I want the wording to be like exactly correct as to what it would be in Dokkan, so... It just says nullifies negative effects. I guess it just have to be all allies. Immune to negative effects. Within the turn. Should give support as well, I feel like. It's going like this. So you basically got the two parts of the card, the two sides of the card. The idea is that you can either have Tapion has like a crazy defense, support, and heal, and makes you like immune to status effects, or you can use Dragon Fist Goku's like Dragon Fist, and he does like crazy damage. And so then, depending on the situation, you choose which one you want. Do you want like the big defensive buff from Tapion, or do you want like the Dragon Fist from Goku to do like huge damage? With all the stats they've given, 150% defense support is not that crazy. Maybe not, I don't know. Wrath of the Dragon doesn't have like, there's no like number specifically related to Tapion or Wrath of the Dragon or anything, is there? Alright, let's do Goku's one. Yeah, because active skill boosts are like multiplicative, so 60% is a lot, and it's for 2 turns. So yeah, active skill for Goku is the Dragon Fist, which you can use when you exchange. Yeah, I was thinking 13 for movie 13, but 13 is too low, and 130 is too high. Massively raises attack temporarily, does all damage to the enemy. I don't think his one needs to give support, like it's just there to do damage. So if we take that out... Who in the game has like a real big damage active skill? 59 plus 13. That is true. That is like the Goku number. So it would be what? 60... It would be 72. People will be like, why is it 72%? I do actually kind of like that, though, to be fair. It's a lot still, but whatever. It's only an extra 12%. And people are like, why is it 72? Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Yeah, I just want to get the wording for... I want to see, like, an example of a character that has, like, a really hard-hitting active skill. Just to see, like, the buffs that they gave him. So, yeah, let's look at Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta then, shall we? Yeah, so this is massively raised attack, ultimate damage to the enemy... Attack and defense 70% and all attacks become... Okay, so he gets an attack boost for 1 turn. Yeah, the active should be a crit as well, that is true. Like, there's no, like, there's something like the big... If we're building up to, like, a big Dragon Fist, it would have to be a crit. Yeah, so this way now he gets, not only does he massively raise attack temporarily, he also gets a massive attack buff in that turn. So the Dragon Fist should hit like insanely hard. Also, I feel like he should raise attack because Tapion stacks defense. Or do we just make Tapion stack both, and then the longer you wait to use the Dragon Fist, the more like damage it does? Because Goku, I think, should raise for 3 turns, because then if you don't use his super attack, if you don't use the active skill straight away, then it does even more damage on the next turn. Yeah, see, like Miracle Whip, I was 1 step ahead of you already. Yeah, 159%, because that's a very Goku number for him to get 159% extra attack. Yeah, Goku should literally be... You crush him. How about 3-turn raise? Exactly. There you go, see? Yeah, maybe Tapion should stack both. Actually, yeah, you know what? Let's do... where's super attacks? Yeah, so it's like both for 3 turns. You can make him stack attack by 13% because movie 13 for Tapion. Oh, yeah, I like that. Because, yeah, who's a character that has, like, the different, like, types of stacking? Where both don't stack the same thing. Because, yeah, Glorio has the wording of... So it's just attack plus 13% in battle is how it's worded. Maybe we shouldn't have him greatly raise on his own thing for 1 turn, because I guess the idea is that he's building up for Goku. Because that's the thing, we don't want him to hit too hard. Because he's still going to stack up. Because if we give him additionals as well, he's going to stack up like really quickly. But we don't want Tapion himself to get to the point where he's hitting so ridiculously hard that you never bother switching over to Goku. Obviously, he's not going to hit as hard as Goku, because Goku's got some like wild stacking. But okay, so that's pretty good. So you can get some good turns off with Tapion, get some infinite stacking of this 13% attack, and then switch over to Goku. Not use his active skill straight away, so that he massively raises attack for 3 turns. And then when you come back on the next turn, use the Dragon Fist, and the Dragon Fist will do like insane damage. I'm not sure if I will do a thing reviewing concepts. Like, it's a thing that we did in the past once for fun. Like, I did it for a few weeks. It was years ago. It was called Fan Creation Friday. But unfortunately, it was one of those things where, even though like we had fun doing it, like those videos just did absolutely terribly. And obviously, like with this being my job, I can't like, it hurts the channel to put out videos that perform badly. So I was just doing a video every week that was just absolutely dying. And then normally if you get a video that performs really badly, like that has a knock-on effect to like the next video that you put up. So and in the end I had to stop doing it. But alright, so we haven't got a huge amount of time now until the content comes out, so let's try and get through this guy's passive. So in terms of stats, stats are always really hard because I don't do calcs. So I think he should have key because he's not like a big damage. He's not like he doesn't have the craziest links. So maybe even key +3, because Tapion doesn't exactly have great links. Well, that's pretty good. Dragon's Road. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, so Tapion, he doesn't need to have this like for 5 turns and for 6 turns thing. Now, bear in mind, he's going to be designed to work with like the Tapion and Minosha EZAs and all that kind of stuff. So let's do, whenever there's a movie heroes, category ally attacking in the same turn. I mean, a lot of this is just copying like Goku's, or I guess we want him to be good when there's movie heroes, and I might copy this so it's like Tapion as well. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. That was his starting one, wasn't it? Yeah, when there's another movie heroes, so rather than getting the 250 from one category, you can have another 100% for a movie heroes, additional super, and then 30% crit chance. And then if we copy this, and then have when there's another, so then he basically has like the double thing. So if you have a Tapion or a Minosha, he would get both of those buffs, right? Because they would be on movie heroes and storied figures. So he'd be getting 200% extra, 2 extra supers, and then a chance to crit. Is him getting 3 supers a turn guaranteed 2 OP with the 13% stacking? Maybe the movie heroes one he should just have. Yeah, so if you have a movie hero's ally, he gets an additional attack that has a great chance to become a super. If you have a storied figures ally, he gets a guaranteed additional super, because that's more so focused on other Tapions or Minosha. But obviously, a Tapion and Minosha would also be a movie hero's ally, so he'd also be getting the other one as well. Yeah, he probably isn't going to have, like, he isn't going to have a super attack counter, because I don't know what Tapion would even have as, like, an animation for a super attack counter. Now, I guess the question is as well, what do we want him to be in terms of, like, on the team? Do we want him to be a slot 1? Because obviously if we want him to be a slot 1, he needs to have a lot more... Yeah, Woobaroo has a going. He should be a slot 1 boy. So after receiving an attack, he should get the defense buff. So you get rid of that. Oh. Why does that change once I do that? The after receiving an attack has the asterisks around it, so that should be... Actually, it should be when receiving an attack anyway. Hang on, let me get rid of that. When receiving an attack. Defense 200%. Damage reduction. How does this work? Because it has to be like... Has it got to be the 1 turn icon? Slot 1 dodger. Oof. No, we don't like that. Not slot 1 dodging. When receiving an attack. Okay, so it's just worded as when receiving an attack, defense up. So damage reduction 10%. Oh, it should be 13%. So it'd be what, 40... If it gets hit 3 times, it would be 39. Or do we just not give him a maximum at all? So if you get a turn where there's like 5 attacks in slot 1, he would just get like 65% damage reduction. Because it's not like you often get fights where there's like, you know, more than 4 attacks in slot 1. So I feel like he doesn't necessarily have to have... He doesn't necessarily have to have a maximum. Like... The only problem is he doesn't have any initial damage reduction, so if he gets super attacked immediately in slot 1, then that would be bad. I spelled within wrong. Yeah, so he gets an extra 13% damage reduction every time he gets hit. He has guard to start with. That's not going to be enough to tank like big super attacks, that's the problem. Actually, you know what? Let's do... Where is it? When receiving or evading an attack. So for every attack he takes or dodges, he gets damage reduction and dodge chance 13% each time. Because then we could give him the thing where when he receives a super attack, he's temporarily more likely to dodge. And then that just adds to the dodge and the damage reduction. So that should be when... I don't know how you make it so it changes into... it should just be do that, put the second asterisk. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's enemies attack is how they word it. Not enemy attacks, it's enemies attack. So if he gets super attacked, he has a 50% chance to dodge it. Maybe it should just be 70, so then he kind of is a dodge character, but if it does hit him, he would have 13, well, he'd only have 13% damage reduction and guard. So he's basically built to like tank normals, but not a super if it's the first attack. If he tanks a couple of normals and then gets hit with a super, he would still have some damage reduction. I guess we could give him like 13% in his base as well, to be fair. Just so he's got something to start off with. So he's got 13% damage reduction. Every time he gets hit or dodges, he gets another 13% damage reduction and extra dodge chance. And then, yeah, he has a chance to dodge 70% for a super temporarily. Which means if he's already been hit by two normals, his dodge chance would be like 96% for a super. So he's basically only bad against like a slot 1 super where it's the very first attack of the turn. Which realistically, there are bosses that do that. But when I say bad, he still has a 70% chance to dodge. But the thing is, like, even with custom characters, right, we can't make them completely invincible. So I don't know about support. I think maybe because like this of Celebration would have the Tapion and Minosha EZA, we'd probably make their EZA like a big support unit. And then they'd have a banner unit Minosha who probably would be a crazy support as well. So I think he's probably good without any support in the passive. How are we looking? I think that's pretty good. I don't know about stats though. What? Let's look at a recent Dokkan Fest. What are God Goku's stats? Yeah, see at Rainbow, God Goku has 16,800 HP, so... where even are stats on here? There. So yeah, Goku for HP has... 21,000. Wow. Wow, stats have jumped up way high. This is the HP stat for that Gohan and Gamma 1. God Goku's is 21,000. That's crazy. Attack for God Goku is 16,000. So again, not like way higher. We'll do 13,000 because 590 because it counts for like Goku's thing. And then defense 6,000. God Goku's is 7,150. So we could just make it 7,000, I guess. That's crazy. That is true. He also stacks defense. And he has cold judgment. Yeah, so like I think these guys, like, they would be pretty crazy. Alright, so we got 7 minutes to do Goku's passive. Alright, so I can perform reversible exchange with Tapion. Might as well be key 3 because he gets key 3 in the other thing as well. Yeah, he should just get his buff from the movie here. 359%. I mean, he's already going to be quite crazy, but I guess we could just not give him... I guess we could just not give him a load of other buffs. Like, we could take this part out. Yeah, he's got a guaranteed crit for the turn in his active skill, so he doesn't need to have this. Give him 590% attack on his 12 key, one time only. Well, we've made it so that the Dragon Fist hits like an absolute truck and gives him 159% extra attack for the turn. So we don't want to give him too crazy of a raise on his other thing. Oh, what's the nullification? Because we could, I mean, technically it could just be reusing the same animation, but Super Saiyan 3 Goku actually has the STR Dragon Fist one. He actually has like a, is it unarmed super nullification? I can't remember. Yeah, he has a nullification for unarmed super attacks. And we do the thing where it's like one time only. But yeah, first time he just guaranteed nullification. Yeah, the nullification animation looks super cool for him as well. I guess we could do this, like, for the first turn. Do that. So the first time, not only does he get 359% attack and defense anyway, the very first time he attacks, he gets an extra 359%. And then obviously the next turn, you use the Dragon Fist. And that's kind of the idea, is that then you've just won at that point. So the Wither Key Sphere obtained is supposed to be a thing that's there for, like, when you've used him for the first time. So he doesn't need that. But he could do... Actually, no, he has full power. The whole point of his was his thing being full power, wasn't it? He gets attack up for 2 turns. He gives everyone else attack up as well. Right, then when receiving an attack... Actually, that says when receiving a super attack, but we should change that to when receiving an attack. I feel like his defense is already going to be really high, right? So we don't need to do that. He's already got 59% damage reduction, and then he's already getting that as well. Because, yeah, he's not meant to be a slot 1 unit. He's already massively... So he's massively raising attack. Actually, you know what we should do? When attacking with 12 or more key. You should get attack up every time he supers. But the 359 should be 1 time only, so we can make that. So he gets 359% attack the very first time he attacks. And then after that, it's just 159%. Okay, so just do a quick scan here. Make sure we haven't left anything in that's like superhero or Tapir, Gohan or Gamma 1 or anything. So yeah, he's designed to just be an absolute nuking. Like, he comes in on the first turn, he has a whole bunch of stats, he has God, he has some damage reduction. As long as we've got a movie hero or Goku family ally, he gets an additional super, great chance to crit built in, gets a huge attack boost on his first attack, and then he's also massively raising it for 3 turns. The first time you use him on the turn, he gives allies, which would include himself as well, another 59%. So he's going to hit like an absolute truck on the first turn, and then you use the active skill on the next turn, and he just does like ridiculous damage. And he has the unarmed nullification just because it's a Super Saiyan 3 Goku Harudegan like thing. Well, I think, yeah, his defense wouldn't be crazy, but that's fine. Maybe we should just do, actually, maybe it should be 159%, because 59 is pretty low. But he's got 59% damage reduction and guard, so... But yeah, I think this would be pretty crazy. So, yeah, there we go. So that's Tapion and Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Heroes from different times. I thought was a cool thing. And then, yeah, we got some good names from chat from the passives as well. Tapion's passive, Resolve to Vanquish Evil. And then Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Dragon's Roar that pierces the sky. So that's pretty cool. And of course, yeah, that's a good point as well. Like the stacking for Tapion, the card infinitely stacks defense before you switch over to Goku, and stacks some attack as well. So like, yeah, Goku is just like, you basically, if you have Tapion out for like a couple of turns, and then you switch over to Goku, like Goku just hits like an absolute truck, which is the whole point, right? So. Seems like a very valid card. Yeah, I think he seems like, because he seems powerful, but not like stupidly broken, I guess. Alright, so we can close editor, and there we go. So then I just have to download the oh, we didn't change Goku's stats. I'm not even too bothered about like what their stats are really, because again, it's not something that I don't do like calcs or anything, so I don't really care too much. So I'm literally just going to copy the ones that we gave Tapion and put them over. Because when I do the video and we talk about the card, I'm not going to say like, oh, these are their stats, because to me, doing the stats isn't important, because they're not. We're not doing like calcs or anything. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool. So shout out to everyone who contributed. Let's switch back over to our proper view here. Hello. Because yeah, we have content now. Hooray. So we've got Union Master and Extreme Super Battle Road. And Extreme Super Battle Road is Bond of Friendship, which is going to be ridiculously easy because it's a team that you can make up almost entirely of Gokus. So let's put the YouTube chat back over there. Put that over there. Put Twitch chat over there. Friday we get Kid Buu, then only LR Super Buu Easy A's. Yeah, it's not exactly a jam-packed roster. Well, there's loads of sub Easy A's they keep forgetting about for Buu Saga. I don't know if I can even be bothered to do these last. I've got all the stickers now. How many of those gold things do I have? Because the most important thing to me really is having a bunch of them for when it comes around again next time, so I can get all the stones and stuff straight away. But yeah, I've got 642. I mean, I guess I might as well get all the small orbs, but... Yeah, I think that AGL Super Buu, I feel like he was underrated. Like, people didn't like him because he didn't help Kale, which is fair. But I still think he was quite good, like, on release. He wasn't as bad as, like, some people made out, I thought. said I wasn't going to bother doing this, and then I just did it anyway. Then, to be fair, I did spend, because then I spent those other stickers. Alright, so let's take a look at the Super Battle Road stage first, because that should be not too difficult. Because it's Bond of Friendship, which is like, you can easily make a full Goku team for that. I've made a huge mistake. Oh, Bringer, what have you done? Like, I've got a Daima Goku team here that is literally already a Bond of Friendship team. Ugh, it's got this guy on it, though. Ew, brother. Let's get rid of him. I mean, I guess we could just use the new God Goku, easy A. Tech VB might suck for festival. Oh no, you're trying the Realm of Gods run again, but you took Tech VB. Uh-oh. Yeah, a lot of people like that that the cell comparison thing. All right. Oh. Yeah, Tech VB, because you'd have to keep him on rotation the entire time. And, like, unless he's doing multiple supers every turn, like, I know his stacking is, like, quite slow. So, but yeah, let's get this show on the road, shall we? Before we start, I just want to give a shout out to everyone who is here at the stream, both on the YouTube and the Twitch side. Appreciate you guys. If you want to help to support the channel, best way to do so is to become a channel member or gift channel membership to somebody else. In fact, to be fair, we don't have don't have any other like big streams this before the next couple of days, so hey Dark FV, how's it going? But there you go, there's a couple of memberships on me. Oh, and one from Dark FV as well. Let's go. W's for Dark FV in the chat. So we can put this up to 88. That puts us 12 members away from being back to 100. Hey, Fresh Smoker got the membership from Dark FE and he's here in the chat. Let's go. Wait for these to play out and then we'll jump in and do the... did all of those in a weird order. Ones that I did the alerts in a weird order for some reason. Yeah, there's the Dark FV membership for Fresh Smoker. So yeah, shout out to W's for Dark FB again, shout out to Fresh Smoker, shout out to Mangekio, Fabri, Gabrielle Christic, Tomas and Sparkman for receiving the gifted memberships. So we can go ahead and jump in here now. This team should absolutely crush this, I would assume. Hey guys, Marsingin here, bringing on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video, and so today we have a new stage of Extreme Super Battle Road, Bond of Friendship. So this should be pretty easy considering most of the good Gokus in the game are on Bond of Friendship. So I basically already had this team made, like this Daima Goku team build, and all of the characters are on Bond of Friendship. So we're going to go ahead and jump in to get our no items run here. I've still got these items equipped from the festival Broly attempts that we were doing yesterday, but obviously we're not going to use items for this run. So yeah, we're just going to jump in and see how we get on. Double Daima Goku on the first turn is probably not the best outcome that we could have got asked for, but I guess it is what it is, especially because we're not going to be able to get 24 ki with him, but it's fine. So we'll do that, get those for you. And then grab those for you, I guess. Build up same type orbs here a little bit. Obviously, with linked up with the other Goku, we have things like Fierce Battle and Legendary Power, but no Saiyan Raw or anything. But we tank everything perfectly fine. UI Goku, obviously even without the EX Super, has a 100% chance to dodge because it's the first turn. So our characters like UI Goku will always be super good for things like Super Battle Road. We talked about this before with other events as well, but like any events that are, you know, events where you have multiple short fights, like UI Goku's always going to be really good because you get to reset that. He just guaranteed dodges for one turn. So he doesn't do crazy damage on turn one. I've said this many times before, but I think that's a perfectly fine trade-off for a character who is so strong defensively on the first turn, right? Because turn one, if he's auto dodging everything, we're not expecting him to also be the hardest hitting unit on the rotation. Yeah, unfortunately, no luck with the EX supers for the Daima Gokus, unfortunately. Okay, so I mean, this guy would be good for getting a bunch of build up. We should keep you around so that the Daima Goku that floated off is going to then get his support person. So if we do this, and then we give these to God Goku, he gets his full passive because he gets the extra buff with only 4 orbs if he's in slot 3. So that's good. Obviously the STR Carnival Goku here isn't exactly crazy if he doesn't get hit first or get any build up or anything, but he should still be okay. Plus giving support if nothing else. Miniku. I don't know if either of these guys... I think these guys do have Ki Blast. One of these guys at least has a Ki Blast Super, or both. So if they Super Mini Daima Goku here, he can just counter it. Potentially. So God Goku can do some okay damage in slot 3 here. Obviously not expecting... I mean, this rotation, like, these characters do share some decent links, but they're obviously not, like, super crazy. It's not like their optimal setup, but... Obviously, we're just using a team that is all very good characters, right? So, they don't necessarily have the craziest cohesion on, like, every turn, but... There you go, there's the dodge. But yeah, you can tell that's definitely a Ki Blast Super. I mean, to be fair, we could just do this.
Get ready.
So, let's get you to attack you. Right? And you hopefully can actually get the EX Super here. Not good key for Blue Goku at the end though, but that's fine. Because obviously remember, like, Blue Evo is invincible essentially. It's not the active skill turn, so it's obviously not like the craziest turn that he could have. Well, still no luck with the EX Super for Daima Goku. That's the story of my, continued story of my experience with Daima Goku. Of him very regularly not doing the EX Super attack. But it doesn't matter because we finished him off anyway, so it's all good. Beat ESBR starting the last fight with 1 HP thanks to a certain UI fraud. Yeah, UI Goku has my least favourite survive KO mechanic application, where it's like he survives but then doesn't heal you or anything, so he can dodge. It's all well and good he dodges everything, but then like somebody else on the rotation just gets killed. Right, so in against Tech in the middle here is not ideal, so we're going to get Daima Goku to target Turles. And then we'll get you to target you. Go for like the type advantage so we can essentially just try and get some kills. Get you to also attack him in case the Tech Goku doesn't kill him. Damn, Daima Goku took 400k from that. I mean, here's my one who's only 55%, but damn. Okay. At least he got the EX though, so... Oh boy. Okay, well if he gets the additional, he didn't get the additional as well. I was going to say, at least if he gets the additional, that'll kill Turles, and then he just didn't. Yeah, that's the most annoying part about it, is you get dropped to 1 HP, and then UI Goku dodges the follow-up attacks, then you basically have to like waste your time waiting while the character in slot 2 then does their super attacks, then takes a double-digit damage attack and then dies. So yeah, I'm not a fan at all of the UI Goku survive KO. Imagine if he had a thing where it was like survives KO attacks, but then every time he dodges, he heals you like 5% or something. Because then if he survived a KO but still got attacked a couple more times, dodged them, he would heal you like 5-10%, something like that. Maybe even 15 if there's multiple attacks after the one he doesn't dodge. And then a following character getting hit for double-digit damage wouldn't kill you, because you'd actually have some HP. Not enough to survive like a big attack or anything, but at least enough to survive getting hit for double-digit damage, which is not what usually happens. We're going to kill him here. Ooh, it's going to be close. Yeah, we did. Nice. So they don't have to worry about getting hit by the AGL enemy now. And then, yeah, he can get some build up here as well. Not that it matters too much, because there shouldn't be many more turns. But again, remember, we're now in like the first turn of a new fight. So this is what I was saying before. So now UI Goku just has guaranteed dodge. Do that. Do that. Oh, one key short for Goku. Hey Charles, how's it going? Kept the name. Yeah, your name's different. I've said it before, they could have just given him 1% HP regen on his 12 key super. Yeah. Yeah, because even if it was just 1%, he survives the KO attack in slot 1, heals you. Even if he only healed you to like 300 HP, at least it means the character who's next on the turn would survive like 1 or 2 double-digit damage attacks, and you wouldn't just lose. But yeah. I'm very much not a fan of UI Goku's survive KO mechanic, but hey, he finished off Turles here. He's got the 100% dodge. Can do a bit of extra damage to, is it Amon, this guy? And then Daima Goku should hopefully finish him off. The EX, let's go. Can we actually get the additional this time? Nice. I've got Goku sweep up here. Probably not quite. Oh, there's another guy left as well, so no. Oh, well, he is going to kill that guy at least, so we take those. Okay. Alright, bro. He's trying. He's going for it here. Love to see that. That. Might as well just grab the STR orb so we get a little bit of HP back. Nice. Goku with the full-on overkill EX super with 24 key. So yeah, random rock for the him. I posted that thing though. I think like someone sent it to me, but there's a like the picture of Cell, like side facing, looking up. I think at Goku. About to, like when he's charging the Kamehameha up in the air. Like if you look at those two pictures side by side, it really does look like the rock is shaped like Cell's face. Right, so, well, of course, as we've already said, UI Goku, turn 1, guarantee dodge. Then hopefully it's Daima Goku EX Super. And then big damage from the rest of the turn. But remember I said before when we looked at the data download, we looked at like the fight for who these characters are. And like when there's a boss, when you have a ESBR fight where there's only like one enemy, bringing characters that can like seal and stuff like that is really, really useful. But I mean, this team is just kind of like a brute force, like we said before, like bringing some of the best units in the game and just go in and just kill everyone. Like, so yeah, UI doing some okay damage. That's the other thing as well. When there's only one boss in a fight in ESBR, they have a lot of HP. No EX Super again, of course. But we'll still do some decent damage here, so it's not too bad. It's a little bit of damage, but it's nothing we can't handle. In fact, to be honest, we might even just end up killing him in the next turn, especially if the other Daima Goku does actually get the EX Super. The EX Super makes such a big difference, because obviously remember his EX Super buffs everybody on the next turn as well. So, it all adds up. Damn, Goku actually took damage from that first normal as well, that's crazy. Would my 55%... I feel like he wouldn't, so let's do that. Get the extra dodge chance. Do that. And then do that. Because he doesn't have guard, but he has the dodge. So, in theory, he should, hopefully. Bruh, I was going to say, he should just dodge everything and then we win. Daima Goku would have tanked all the normals as well. And we can bring HLUI because he also has the one turn dodge. There you go. I got 3 copies of the alternate art. I was told not to. Yeah, I mean, you absolutely should not have summoned on that banner. That's a terrible banner to summon on. But, I mean, I feel like we always try and advise you, like, to save your stones and not to summon on bad banners, and then you do anyway. So I'm kind of not surprised. I get TUR, I delete Kid Dokkan. Delete Kid Dokkan. I'll delete Dokkan. Press X for doubt. I have the AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku art, yeah. I did 1 multi on the banner, got the AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku art, so then I used my ticket to get the God Goku. So then I've got 1 copy of both. Alright, let's try this again then, shall we? Might as well take these off. I mean, it probably will just be easier with the Realm of Gods team, to be honest. You mean you saw my video that was literally called, in capital letters, "Do not summon"? That video, yeah. Right. I guess we try again. Take 2. We called him Brick Wall in Raldo's stream yesterday. Oh, right. I can guess why. Right, because it's like talking to one. Usually go to pity on every banner. Most of the time I can afford it. Fair. Like, don't get me wrong. The collector in me, I said it on the stream the other day. It's like the Green Goblin mask. The banner is calling out to me because I would love to have alternate art UI Goku, Rainbow, God Goku, but I can't really afford to waste stones on a banner like that. I mean, I've already got this guy. I've got God Goku Rainbow. I don't need to summon on the other banner, even though the alternate art is super cool. So, Dragon Ball Evolution sucks. True. That is big facts right there. I spoke all that art UI into existence, true. But that is also true. If it wasn't for that awful movie, we might not have ever got, because I know that was the, like, he was inspired to do more stuff because that movie was so bad. So you never know. All right, let's try and actually win this time. That would be nice. Hey guys, Marsinged here, bringing over Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video, and so today we have the new stage of Extreme Super Battle Road, Bond of Friendship. Obviously with Bond of Friendship, like, most of the good Goku characters are on that category, so we are just going to go ahead and use a Realm of Gods team here. Characters like the physical and the AGL UI are really good for these kind of events because obviously they get guaranteed dodge on the first turn, but because the event is multiple fights, it's multiple occasions where they can get the guaranteed dodge, which obviously all adds up quite nicely. So yeah, see, I don't want to have God Goku there if we can't get 6 orbs, but we can, so we'll do that. And then that. So basically full key, full passives for everyone. You love to see that. But yeah, the Realm of Gods team, obviously the kind of flavour of the month at the moment with all of the buffs that we've got and all the easy A's and everything. So Realm of Gods seems like a good team to use for this. All of these different Bond of Friendship Gokus. We've got the ROF Blues on here as well. That could potentially be a mistake, but whilst their easy A, I mean, their easy A wasn't great, but it's not terrible. Plus the final fight is against a tech IO Broly, so having another random ink character on the team is not necessarily the worst thing in the world. Yeah, so wearing that guy down nice and quick. Almost half of his health done straight away. We've got physical God Goku with his easy A. Yeah, the whales in chat that summoned on the Arts banner, both of them at 90%, jeez. And then Dark FE has both of them at 2 dupes. Crazy. Yo, Arc Override on the Twitch side, how's it going? Yeah, I prefer UI sign to the white hair UI. Will Blue Goku finish off? I think he is literally called Lucifer, this random guy. It's like those other demons that are in like the current quest mode thing, aren't they? From like the DB saga. I don't know if it's filler. I can't remember. Okay, yeah, we can do this. Because then we don't actually have to worry about these guys at all. And then the UIs are just going to dodge everything. So good stuff. Main goal was AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku, grows been 69% since release. I regret nothing. I mean, fair enough. If you pulled the rest, I mean, I guess, yeah, even if you didn't pull any copies of the normal version, your alternate art one now has more copies than your non-alternate art one did before. So that's the thing we were talking about on the podcast with Truth on Saturday. But like, if you don't have the character, or you've maybe only got them at like 55%, that banner isn't completely terrible to summon on. But if you're someone like me, where you have both the cards at Rainbow and you just really like the alternate arts, it's really not worth it. Like, it's nice to have one copy of each for the collection. I think I've put the alternate art of Goku as my profile thing, but like, yeah, it's definitely not worth like going crazy for, unless you are a whale or like collector. Then obviously that's one thing, but UI Goku doing all these attacks, but yeah, if he's not critting, he's basically not doing any damage because we have time disadvantage here. I just needed one copy. Yeah, see, that's the thing. If you have physical God Goku at 90%, and then you summon, you pull like the alternate art one, it's like, oh, well, I can't use him to make my one rainbow. It's annoying. Yeah, and see, now we don't have to risk like UI not dodging, because we can just switch to blue Evo, and then obviously he is gonna guarantee dodge here. Not guaranteed dodge, but like guaranteed tank. That's the thing, the Realm of Gods team is just cracked for like these shorter events, because like I say, UI Goku, physical UI Goku and HL UI Goku both guaranteed dodge on turn 1. Then on the next turn with physical UI Goku, you switch over to Vegeta and he can't die because he has like 100% damage reduction. So yeah, it's not exactly hard to make good progress with the Realm of Gods team in a lot of these events. And then yeah, in UI obviously is stacking. Alright, so that's them taken care of. Yeah, I don't know if I really want to keep the int boys on rotation. So let's do that. You attack lower, so we could do that. Well, attack lower's on the additional anyway. And just do that. No EX again for UI, but I mean, that's the thing. You don't really need to worry about getting the EX on the first turn, because he's going to guarantee dodge everything anyway, so hopefully they fix the alts later on, so if I pull one of the normal... I don't think they ever will, because they are just... the game considers them two separate cards. But hopefully they just have a better way of implementing them in the future, where they don't, like, keep the EZA unit off of the main Dokkan Fest banner and stuff like that, because that's, I think, the most annoying part of it. Google Play money is still not kind to me. Yeah, the last couple of weeks of my Google Play points, I've gotten like 16, 14, like 17, whatever. Like, there was a time on stream a little while ago where it was on a Friday morning and I'd forgotten to do it and did it on stream and got like 1,000 points, just like a $10 thing. Like, but yeah, last few weeks in a row I've just gotten like double digits. Alright, got Goku getting the dodges. Oh, sorry, Blue Goku getting the dodges. I should have just carried on attacking Turles, because then he would actually be dead now. Oh well. Blue Goku can get a bunch of attacks off here. Can he kill this guy? Maybe if he crits. Ooh. Okay, well now he will, so that's fine. And then, yeah, the other guy attacking him in slot 3 is Tech, so I think even if he does get supered here, he should hopefully be okay. Oh, nice! Another additional. He might actually kill Turles here as well. Hey, let's go. Now he's going to get supered. Double-digit damage. Let's go. ROF Blue Goku actually putting in some work there in slot 3. You love to see it. Yeah, so this is still all of their, like, this is still their turn 1s, so... Actually, yeah, we want you to go first, because you have the, when you do the 18 key super, everyone gets a buff. So do that. Do that. Do that. Still no EX though. Yeah, shout out to Bringer for the dollar super chat. Yeah, so UI not exactly doing big damage here. Yeah. That's the only downside to having like the AGL UI, is whilst it's good for him to be a character for us that will get like a guaranteed dodge on his first turn, obviously he doesn't do a lot of damage. The temporary anniversary buffs made it so that he was an absolute god, but that was one of those things that was very necessary, like during the anniversary when the Realm of Gods team still needed all the help it could get before like all the easy A's. And to be fair, even as the anniversary came to an end and the temporary buffs wore off, people were worried about how the Realm of Gods team was going to pan out for the rest of the year. But fortunately, as we have seen now, like, they then continue to release a whole bunch of buffs for the Realm of Gods team, and now it's arguably like the best team in the game, or at least one of. It's pretty much down to like the Realm of Gods team and then either Daima Goku, because obviously his team, you can have a bunch of the Realm of Gods characters on there anyway, or the in Super Saiyan 4s. But again, there's a lot of crossover. Like both of those teams, you can run the physical UI Goku and Blue Evolution Vegeta and the STR Blue Goku. And physical God Goku, like his EZA is really good. So yeah, Realm of Gods is a very, very strong team now. We do love to see that. But yeah, not the craziest like damage output turn. But then again, we go back to turn 3, switch over to this guy. Get our orbs with you. Give everyone a buff. And yeah, we should win this turn, I would think. Because Vegeta will do a lot of damage. Yeah, easy. Easy GG here, we love to see it. But yeah, it's kind of, it might take a little bit longer, because we're not, like, if we were using characters like Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku, especially if he is consistently getting the EX Super, he could do a lot more damage than some of these characters. But just having so many units on the team that for multiple turns are just unable to take damage is obviously a very, very powerful setup. Okay. So final fight is against Bio Broly. Should really float off the AGL UI here. Yeah, I can't really risk. I would love to risk doing the rotation like this, but that would be kind of wild. That. There we go. UI Goku will dodge. That'll put him up to 24 key. Because he gets a dodge. Get the EX. But the most important thing, like I say, is really for him, like the fact that his 18 key super also buffs everybody on the rotation is super helpful as well. Because he might not do a lot of damage here, but especially without like all the different, like some of the big UI links. But the fact that he just guaranteed, like, because ESBR, when it comes to, especially if you're trying like no item runs and stuff, the number one way that the run ends in failure is slot 1 super, and then you don't dodge. So, Bio Broly did a slot 1 super, and it was against our character that has a 100% chance to dodge. So, we all good. Yeah, Goku can get a whole bunch of attacks here. Hopefully, like he did against Turles. Yeah, not bad. Crits as well. Love to see that. Tank the normals for double-digit damage, and he's already supered, so... And then, yeah, AGL UI, obviously, especially against a tech enemy. Like, AGL UI is not really going to do a lot, but... That's fine. Okay, so maybe we just keep in UI on the rotation here as well, because then it's easier for God Goku to get his support. I say that, and then we can't even get 4 orbs. Oh well. He has the extra dodge chance at least, so that should be fine. Yeah, that's something that people have been saying for a long time and would be very good, being able to set the character's different forms as your profile picture. Like actually switching the things around. Content done. Think I will complain now. Yeah. Yeah, only 2 new events for today. We got, what's it, new quest stages tomorrow. And then we won't get the detail. We had the teaser for the Dokkan Fest today, but we probably won't get the details because we're expecting the release to be on the 29th, which is Friday. So probably won't get the details until Wednesday morning. And then data download on Thursday, I guess. But yeah, in UI, we'll do some good damage here as well. I don't think we will quite kill him this turn, but... Yeah, because God Goku didn't get the 6 orbs, so he's not going to get guaranteed like additionals and stuff, so he probably isn't quite going to do it here, but... I mean, he can still do a little bit of damage, but I mean, we just win on the next turn anyway, right? Because we exchange the UI Goku into Blue Evolution Vegeta. He tanks in slot 1 guaranteed, and then he kills him. So, pretty straightforward. Okay, so because we've even got the blue, like the blue boys link with him, like, I'm not like super. Actually, in fact, he probably links better with Blue Goku. No, he just has the same links. Okay. Oh, actually, yeah, he's got like no key here as well, which sucks. So we'll just do this. We already know that Blue Goku can do some pretty good damage to Bio Broly here, so it's basically impossible for Blue Evolution Vegeta to die, and then if he doesn't kill him, the ROF Blues will, so that's fine. I do love that like continuous KO screen though. Like you can just leave it and it's like very cool. Alright, well there we go. So that was the Bond of Friendship ESBR stage. Like I say, not a super difficult one considering that most of the best units in the game, because so many of them now are like Goku Reverse Exchange and stuff. A lot of the best units in the game are on Bond of Friendship. In fact, like the Majin Vegeta and Super Saiyan 2 Goku from Saiyan Day is probably on here as well. And obviously if you get the EX Super with Majin Vegeta, it's an AoE. So I imagine he could potentially just destroy the Turles minions fight, potentially even in one turn. But there you go. There's Realm of Gods beating the Bond of Friendship stage. Some more orbs. I mean, none of these orbs are really any good anymore. I wish they would update these, because like with the, I know the drop rate is terrible, but like with the Whis event being a thing now, why would I want like a level 4 gold when I know I can get like, you know, 7s and 8s and stuff like that, right? Like, I mean, 4 dodge and defense gold is still okay for some characters, but for like the top tier premium characters, you're going to want to give them, you know, god orbs. But it is what it is. Let me know how you guys got on. What team build did you use? Let me know down below, whether you used items or not. Let me know how you got on with the stage. But yeah, that is going to be it for the video. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one. Okay, so there we go. So the enemies had a fairly decent amount of HP, because like this took slightly longer than I thought it was gonna. But yeah, Trace, that was the good screenshot going into the fight with 1 HP. But then you have UI got Goku. So I imagine, yeah, you just take 0 damage on the first turn anyway. 329 stones. I've done some grinding for skill orbs, but it's just because it costs 40 stamina, and then it's like most of the time you get like, oh, I got like a level 4 bronze attack or something. It's like, great. So it's not something that I've used like a lot of stamina on. Can do a couple of runs now because I'm not going to have enough time to do the Union Master now on stream. Just be something I record afterwards, but
All right, let's do this.
Here's the question for you, Ningen and chat. What game have you sank the most hours into? Mine is easily Diablo 3. It's got to be either Dark Souls 3 or Fallout New Vegas, like both of which on my 360 save file, I probably have over like 300 hours in like both of those games. Yeah, I just don't like doing like multiple runs of the Whis event and using loads of stamina, and then you get like what we get this time. Yeah, see, super tech level 7 crit. Like, even though it is a gold level 7, like I'm never gonna use that. Who am I gonna give level 7 crit to? Like,
Alright, let's do this.
I mean, to be fair, I just got 2 level 7 crits in a row, but as we've already said, they're not ones that I particularly want to get, so...
Alright, let's do this.
I'll do more runs in the Whis event if stamina were cut in half. Yeah, it was so good when they did that and they reduced it to 20 and then they stopped. I was like, oh, okay. I got 1 God Skill Orb, Extreme STR, got it right before Superfin and Vegeta drop. That's pretty good. That's good timing. Level 5 Extreme Int Silver Dodge. I mean, that's not terrible for a character that wants dodge, having a level 5 dodge, but again, it's not like anything super crazy. But yeah, I can't remember the last time I got one of the ones that would actually be considered like the God Orb, where it's like level 7 additional, level 7, or like, what? I don't think it's 7, is it? But like additional and defense. This is what I normally get, like bronze level 3 attack or something.
Alright, let's do this.
And also the stage like isn't super good for link leveling, which is kind of the only thing I really spend like a lot of my stamina on now. I mean, I guess to be fair, I'm kind of out of like premium characters to actually link level. So, like, as you can see, my link level team is not exactly stacked with characters that are top tier. The alternate art ones obviously are fine, but gotta love Dokkan updating the rank packs, tube lots of stones, and useless potential orbs. I mean, potential orbs obviously are not useless, but once you've been playing the game for a certain amount of time, because there are so many events that give them, yeah, like, I don't think I ever need potential orbs, like a surplus of them ever again. But In fact, let's check how many I actually have. Yeah, see, level 3 super int attack. Like, who am I ever going to give that to? Yeah, so safe to say I don't really need orbs. It's only the large ones that I don't have at 99,999 plus. But I've still got like 28,000, 29,000. The lowest one is 24,000. So, I mean, I'm not going to run out of those like anytime soon. Okay, so I could still get rid of some of those. But yeah, we don't really need... I want to get all my type Kais to at least 200, which I've only done with the physical ones so far. Yeah, so many of these random, like, one-time only Kais that, like, I'm not going to use them because then you can't get any more, but it's just so weird that they did these as, like... a character for selling. Like, they're not even Kais, they just literally don't do anything. Nearly 2,500 Kais, yep. It's because I don't, like... You do get... I got really lucky, actually. I can't remember. I think it was God Goku's Easy A, or it was a recent Easy A, I think. But I used 5 dozing Kais, and they all worked. Like, they went from 10 to 15, like, instantly. Which was kind of crazy. Yeah, that's the thing. I used to farm all the characters' super attacks that had farmable super attacks. I used to farm like every single event where you could farm like some sort of event currency and then buy Kais from the shop. Because obviously I'm used to back in the day when you first started and everything, when Kais were actually hard to get and you had to like scrimp and save for every single one. So because I used to do so much of like the grinding, even when I started to have a small surplus of Kais, you know, like 100 or something, I would still do that and still farm all of the Kais that were available. And I still kept that kind of like frugal mindset about like not wasting Kais when there was a free-to-play farmable character or something like that. And I did that for so long that then obviously I ended up with such a massive stack of them that now I don't need to do that. And now sometimes I literally even use Elder Kais on like free-to-play characters if I can't be bothered to grind all the copies, because I've got so many of them now. So, but that's one of those things, when you have that many of them, you can afford to do stuff like that. So, like, I wouldn't recommend anyone else, like, use Kais on free-to-play characters, but if you want to save time grinding, especially for me, because it's like I want to get a character, like, grinded up so I can then start doing videos for them. Sometimes it's just easier to throw in some Kais when I have, like, 2,000 of them, right? Rather than waste an extra, like, 30 minutes farming extra copies, right? So... anyway, that's going to be it from me. We're going to wrap the stream up here. I'll make a video about the Tapion and Super Saiyan 3 Goku card that we designed earlier on. Obviously, the Super Battle Road video will go up. I'll probably try and put that up pretty much straight away. And then obviously I'll do the Union Master video as well. I probably should also do a video about the Dokkan Fest teaser hint. So yeah, quite a bit of news and stuff for today. So... yeah, I appreciate you guys all coming out for the stream. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Late stream on the second channel tonight, more Long Dark Survival. I didn't put the link in the chat, but there it is. So check out the second channel if you've not been over there before. It's where I do all my non-Dokkan stuff. So I've been playing a survival game called The Long Dark. I've been playing some more of that later tonight. So, yeah, that's going to be it from me. Like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys all again soon. Have a good one.